Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Robin and you're watching English Fluency with Robin. Today we are going to continue to English Grammar Part 10 and this is Basic Words in English Part G. If you have missed out the previous classes, please check today's video description. I have given a link over there. There is a playlist link of English Grammar. If you click that link, you can watch from Part 1. Okay, here I included these words. These are in fact action verbs in this English grammar portion because we need to learn the tenses usage here, because we need to learn the V1 form and the V2 forms in sentence usages. That is, you need to learn the simple present and past forms of these action verbs. So when we start learning tenses, these will be very useful. Okay, so I have given the sentence usages here. No need to learn anything by heart. You can read these sentences along with me, and these are real life sentence usages. Okay, before we start this training session, I like to remind you that I see this not only as a YouTube channel, I see this as a real classroom and you people as my real students. If you have any doubts, please feel free to ask in the comments. I'll be happy to clear your doubts and I will try my best to reply to all the comments as well. Okay, so let us get started. Break. What is the meaning of break? So we can look at this sentence here. Please read along with me. So I have highlighted these sentences in light blue color with the mouse, so you can read along with me. Okay, be careful. I am telling my friend, he is carrying a glass sheet in his hand along with one of his friends, and I tell them that be careful, don't break the glass. Be careful, don't break the glass. Okay, so they are carrying a glass sheet with them. That is why I told them this sentence. Okay, so break means what? You mean just like disintegrate into different pieces or shatter into different pieces. Next one, he accidentally broke the window glass when he pushed it open. See here, the break, the past form is broke. Okay, break, the past form is broke. He accidentally broke the window glass. He didn't do it by purpose, he accidentally did it. He accidentally broke the window glass when he pushed it open. So he pushed open the window glass with some force, so that's why it got broken. Okay, so he accidentally broke the window glass. Here, break, the past form is broke. So let's continue to the next one, that is carry. So what is the meaning of carry? So we can start with the sentence, so we will understand the meaning in the context. This is how you have to learn English meanings, English word meanings. You can learn the meanings from this context. I always carry a handkerchief in my pocket. I always carry a handkerchief in my pocket. What do you mean by carry here? Here you have a habit of keeping a handkerchief in your pocket always. Wherever you go, whenever you go outside, or all the time, you carry a handkerchief in my pocket. So you carry it with you. It is always with you. Okay. He carried the luggage for her. She was carrying some heavy luggage, and he understood that it was difficult for her to do that. So he offered her some help. So he carried the luggage for her. Okay, so you got the meaning, carry. So whatever you keep with you all the time, or whatever you have with you, so that means carry. Okay, so carry, the past tense is carried. The third one is build. Okay, this is a simple word. Again, I need to explain the usages anyway. Build. I am planning to build a new house in the city. Here, this is not just like any other past form. The past form comes like built. So you can look at the pronunciation here. The present form is build. D comes at the end. B-U-I-L-D. Build. And the past form is built. That is, T comes at the end. So we can read the sentence usages. Okay. I am planning to build a new house in the city. Please read along with me. I am planning to build a new house in the city. Here I have a plan to build a new house in the city. Okay, you got the meaning. So here we are using the simple present form B-U-I-L-D, that is build. How do you pronounce that? Build. Here the second usage, you can look at the second sentence. He built this house in a modern design. He built this house in a modern design. So here it is built. The second form of the past form is built. The present form or V1 form of verb is built. D. Here you can see the D sound there. The second one is built. T. You can see the T sound there. Okay, built. The second one is built. So he built this house in a modern design. So what is the situation here? he completed doing that action. He already built that house. So building that house, that construction is over. So that is why this is a past action, something which happened, something which is done, something which someone did. Okay, so he built this house in a modern design. In this context, the house construction is over. Okay, build and built. Here we have another one, spent. So here spend, we read it as spent. This word has different meaning, just like spending money. You have some money with you, you spend some money for shopping and all, that is spending money. And another meaning is like spending time with someone, spending time with your family, spending time with your friends. So in terms of money, you can say spending money and spending time. In both these cases, this can be used. I spend some time with my friends every day. I spend some time with my friends every day. What does it mean? You have a habit of spending some time with your friends every day. It's your habit. It's something that you do in a repetitive manner, something what you do every day. Okay, this is a habit. Here it is a simple present form or V1 form of verb, spend. We read it as spent. D comes at the end. D, spent, spent, D. The sound comes like spent. Okay, so I spend some time with my friends every day. You have a habit of meeting your friends and spending some time with them. Okay, second one, here it is about spending time. The second sentence that you spend in a different context here. Don't spend money unnecessarily. Don't spend money unnecessarily. My friend has a habit of doing shopping and he doesn't care about how much he spends. Sometimes he spends more than needed. So I give him an advice like don't spend money unnecessarily. Here we are using the first form spend. I am offering him an advice or giving him an instructions like don't spend money unnecessarily. The first one was spending time, second one is talking about spending money. Now we can look at the past form. Here definitely it is just like build and built. This sounds the same. Spend and spent. Spent and spent. Here spent, the word ends with the letter T, not D, it is T. So we pronounce it as spent. The present form is spent, spend, ends with D, spent. The second form is spent, that is a past form. I spent the entire day reading books. Please read along with me, that's how you will learn very easily. Please be an active learner. Okay, so I am willing to help with your doubts and please do read along with me. I hope you are an active learner. Okay, I spent the entire day reading books. I spent the entire day reading books. Here the day is over. This is what I did. This is a completed action. This is something which happened. This is something what I did. So during the evening, at night, I am telling my wife that it was a holiday for me. It was a day off for me. So she asked me, what did you do? What did you do today? So I told her I spent the entire day reading books. I spent the entire day reading books. We use the V2 form of the past form of verb spent. Got it? And again the second sentence, she spent all the money in a few days. Here it is not about time. The first one was talking about time. Second one, it is about money. She spent all the money in a few days. She had a lot of money. But she spent it. She spent. This is a completed action. Okay, so do remember build and built, spent and spent. Another one, it is a similar one here, sent. Here, okay, you can look at the sentence usages. Send is the present form, sent. We end with d sound. Okay, so the past form is sent, sent. I think many people make mistakes with this. Sent, most people use only either send or sent. So the past form is sent, ends with t. So first one, I send him emails every week. What does this mean? I have a habit of sending him emails every week. This is something what I do in a repetitive manner, which I do every week. Got it? So that's my habit. So here we use the first form of verb or simple present form of verb, that is the V1 form, S-E-N-D. And the second one is sent, S-E-N-T. Here we use the past form of the verb. Here the action is already completed. I already sent him an email. So I am telling my friend, I sent him an email. Please listen to the pronunciation here. S-E-N-T. The word ends with T. The T sound and ends with T. Got it? So I sent him an email, but he didn't reply to it. I sent him an email, but he didn't reply to it. I am telling one of my friends that I sent him an email. I already did that, completed action, but he did not reply to it. So please, you can note down these three words: build and built, spent and spent, sent and sent. Okay. So before we move to the next word, I like to remind you that after watching this video, if you like this video's content, if you found this really useful for you, please give me a like for this video. It is very inspiring for me to offer you more such training sessions. Okay. And again, if you think this training session is worth sharing with other people, if you think it is useful for you, and if you think that it will be useful for your friends, family or other people, you can share it with them. And consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and click on the notification bell too, because you don't want to miss any upcoming training sessions. And as I mentioned before, if you have any kind of doubts, I'll be 100% committed in clearing your doubts. So, and you can give me a feedback in the comment section. And this is a channel for a global audience, so tell me where you are watching from, whether you are watching from India or Europe, whatever your country is. Please, we can write the name of the country, and you can also add where you are from, and also you can give me a feedback on this. Okay. Dip. Next one is dip. You can read the sentence usage, so it is easier to understand the meaning in the context. Dip the cloth in water and wipe the table with that. Dip the cloth in water and wipe the table with that. I am instructing someone to dip the cloth. There is some water in a vessel. So there is some water there. You can dip the cloth in the water. So dip means you are immersing the cloth in the water and wipe the table with that. So dip means, especially you are talking about putting some cloth or something in water and making it wet here. Okay. She dipped her hands in the cold water. The water was very cold. So what did she do? She dipped her hands. That is the past form. So you understand the meaning of dip. So she dipped her hands in the cold water. Now her hands are wet. Next one, it is a simple word here, H-E-A-R, here. Can you hear me? So you can look at the realized sentence. Here the teacher is taking class, and there are many students in the classroom. There are around 45 to 50 students. The teacher was not sure whether the people sitting at the back seats can hear her talking, hear her taking class. So that's why she asked a student, can you hear me properly? You are sitting at the back seat. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, or am I audible? Can you hear me? Okay, you are talking about whether you can listen, you can hear my voice. Okay. I heard a loud sound outside. This is the past form. H-E-A-R-D. Here, the past form is heard. Listen to the pronunciation here. It is not heard. It is wrong usage. You can use the word, the V1 form is hear. Can you hear me? The second one, it is not heard. We pronounce it as heard. There are some people who pronounce it as heard. No, it is not like that. Here, the past form is heard. I heard a loud sound outside. So when I was sitting in my house, I heard a loud sound outside. So here, the past form is heard. The next word is somewhat related to here, but again here we have a different meaning here. Listen. Okay, so what is the difference between hear and listen? See, I can hear you. So someone is talking to me on the phone, over the phone, and he is asking me, can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. That means he is audible to me. Okay, I can hear him properly. I can hear his voice on the phone. And listen, what is the meaning of listen? Here, when you go outside your house, because whatever sound is there comes to your ears, that is what you hear. Okay, so listen is something different. Okay, so here you can look at the sentence here. I listen to music in the evening. So what is the difference here? I have a habit of listening to music. I use my earphones and I listen to the music. When you listen to something, you are of course hearing something, but you are concentrating there. So, hearing something with some kind of concentration and attention is equal to listen. So, that is the difference in the meaning. I listened to music in the evening, you got the meaning. She listened to her teacher, she listened to her teacher. So, here listen, the past form is listened. Roll, what is the meaning of roll here? Roll the paper, roll the paper. Again, a teacher is helping students to make some handicraft items with a paper, and she asks the student to roll the paper. The paper is a blank paper, it is kept on the table. Okay, it is unfolded right now, it is just like an A4 paper though, and she asks the student to roll the paper. Roll the paper means to move it and roll the paper. She rolled the mat. She is someone who does yoga, or she does some exercise, and she uses a mat for that. So, after completing the yoga, after completing the exercise, she rolled the mat. Got the meaning? Okay. Follow. Again, here we have different meaning here. Are you following me? Are you following me? Here, first one. Are you following me? He is walking through the road. He is walking through the streets, and for some time, maybe around 15 minutes or 20 minutes, he observed someone following him. So, he stopped and turned back and asked him, are you following me? That means, are you coming after me? Are you coming after me? Are you following me? The second usage is, she followed him to the school. She followed him to the school. So, that is the end of today's training session. I hope today's training session was useful for you. As I mentioned you before, please give me a like for this video if you found it very useful. It means a lot to me. It's very inspiring for me. So, you can like this video, share with your friends, and kindly subscribe to this channel as well. Your support really means a lot to me. I am 100% committed in offering you good training sessions here. I will offer you quality training sessions here regularly, and I am always here to clear your doubts. I will clear your doubts as soon as possible, and I will try my best to reply to all your comments as well. So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great time. I'll be back with the next training session very soon. Bye.